Scottish clubs' journey in European football this season is turning into a nightmare. We're 2 weeks into the Champions League and Europa League, a week into the Conference League. We're still yet to register a win, and the coefficient is plummeting with every single game of football that is being played. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. The season started pretty good. Dundee United, Hibernian, Rangers got Scotland off to a good start. We got some wins, we got some good performances, but for like the past 6 weeks now, it's been diabolical. Can't remember the last time there was actually a win for a Scottish club. I think you have to go back to Hibernian. I believe they picked up a win over Legia Warsaw in the playoffs, but they still lost on the night and went out, and it didn't even count as a win because they didn't win in extra time. So the last proper victory for a Scottish club is Rangers, I believe, against Victoria Pilsen. Long time ago. It's an absolute disaster. Celtic are looking like they could be eliminated. Rangers are already looking eliminated. And Aberdeen, well, they're pretty much just making up the numbers in the Conference League.
Some brutal results here on this Thursday. I think the worst one, though, was on Wednesday. We'll get into it, though. I got snookered out a lot of money. Bayer Leverkusen, I'm looking at you.
Right, well, we will start with the Champions League and we'll look at any noticeable results here. So, Kairat Almighty, let's talk about them. Almighty.
Alshitey.
Lost 5-0 to Real Madrid. So this is a team that, aren't invincible. They're not this defensive unit. This unbreakable wall.
No, they're really not, right? And, I mean, are we really surprised by the fact they've lost 5-0 to Madrid? No. And again, it's not just... Celtic should have beat them regardless of the transfer business. We'll move on. Chelsea beat Benfica on their return. Do you hear about the San Siro? They're knocking it down.
No.
No, they're knocking it down and building a new one. I don't know how much free land there is in Milan.
Stadiums have history.
No, they do, but
I'm not a big fan.
Do you not believe though, if they knock down the San Siro, then both teams should go their separate ways?
Yeah, I agree. But then again, maybe because of the past, and they might want to continue having the stadium. I think it is a pretty special
thing.
Yeah, to have the both Milan.
I just could not imagine Rangers and Celtic sharing a stadium.
No,
to me that's fucking.
They're not the only teams that do it. I mean, I'm sure there's others.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it happens in. Is that not pretty common in Italy?
Is it?
Is there not another two big clubs that share?
I know Gibraltar, they all share the same one, but they're all diddy clubs at the end of the day. Either or. Goodbye.
Am I making it up? Did Roma and Napoli, did they not share? Or no, Roma and Lazio, did they not share stadium?
Yeah, maybe they did. Can't remember though. So
right, well, either way, Chelsea pick up a win. A Rios on goal, and that was enough for Jose Mourinho to lose in his return to Chelsea.
Yep. Atletico pumped Frankfurt. Easy money.
Yeah, big win for them, 5-1. Atleti looking really good in the La Liga, and now they're looking good in the Champions League. Could we be seeing a potential double this season from Atletico Madrid?
I mean, we could. I always like when Atletico beat the top two in La Liga. I like Diego Simeone, like what he's done over the years. And I tell you what, man, he always assembles a team, because 1 minute it looks like they're downing out, and they're like looking a lot worse, and then he brings them back.
Yeah, you always feel like it's only a matter of time before they begin to fall off, and Barca and Real Madrid consolidate their places like the dominant two, and Atletico are just going to have to settle for being the third force. But you're right, when that looks like that's about to happen, he always seems to rebuild and get stronger, and again get in the mix.
No, he does.
He's done a great job, by the way, and if he ever decides to leave Atletico Madrid, I believe that he should walk into a top job.
Oh, aye. No, absolutely, but he could be an Atletico man for life.
Yeah, I mean, he could be.
I mean, how long's he been there?
Could he be the man? Could he be the man to turn things around at Man United?
They need someone like him. I mean, honestly,
no nonsense.
Don't think the way Man United are, man. It's like when are they even going to get European football again?
Yeah.
Any form, but not Conference League.
Right, Bodo Glimt 2, Tottenham 2. Bodo Glimt were leading after 66 minutes, and then Tottenham got one back in the 68th minute. Van de Ven and then equalised through an own goal from Goodison in the 89th minute. So Tottenham there getting a little bit lucky to get this draw in the end. 18 shots to 8 in favour of Bodo Glimt. Bodo Glimt just the superior team, and you talk about managers deserving big jobs and big moves. I think the Knutson, the Bodo Glimt manager, always seems to get linked to Celtic when there's a vacancy.
There might be one soon.
Yeah, I tell you what, maybe Rangers should get in there first.
Yeah.
Although, are we at the point now where Bodo Glimt's a more like a fascinating job or intriguing job? Is that a more appealing job than Celtic or Rangers?
We'll put it this way, it's not. But they're in the Champions League. This is as appealing as it's got.
Yeah, no, but you could argue that Knutson's transformed this team into a champion, and why would he want to leave now?
We'll have to wait and see, but again, I don't think they're going to be in the Champions League every year. Although
I mean, the way they're going at the moment, they're
I don't know what the Norwegian coefficient's like, but it's probably better than ours.
Well, I imagine they would be overtaking us relatively soon.
Which is fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, Marseille beat Ajax by 4-0.
Marseille.
You talk about a team that has fallen off the face of the earth. Ajax are absolutely abysmal. Galatasaray beat Liverpool 1-0. Got to love it. Brilliant stuff. And Paphos lost 5-1 to Bayern Munich.
I think Arne Slot's been found out. Hank Schrader, his arse is folding.
Extremely lucky, I think, even to win the league last year. A lot of games they were winning late goals. And anyway, Newcastle beat USG by 4-0. Big win there. Arsenal with a 2-0 win over Olympiacos.
Good win for Quarterback.
Do you want to talk about Leverkusen PSV?
Right, aye. So I did a sevenfold. Let me get this right. I did Arsenal, Napoli, Villarreal, Juventus to draw, Monaco City to draw, Dortmund, and I did PSG and Leverkusen, who were 3-4. The worst odds after Arsenal, and they fucked me by drawing one each, 800 quid. I know that'll make a lot of people happy, so there you go.
Didn't make you happy though?
No. The only saving grace is, folks, I looked in the 95th minute and went, holy fuck, my cash out's 20 quid. Something has to be looking good here. And I realised there was like a minute left, and I was like, fuck, game over.
Yeah, unlucky. Leverkusen with a draw. Villarreal 2, Juventus 2, Napoli beat Sporting by 2-1.
Rasmus Højlund, 2 goals, 2 assists for De Bruyne. Sure, McTominay and Gilmore look good as well. I mean, that is a decent team Napoli have got.
No, definitely. Do you think they'll win Serie A again?
Probably, but they just
Scudetto.
They did lose to AC Milan there.
Who are doing really poor, to be honest. AC Milan not doing great, but beat Napoli, so that's a good result. Modric at 40 years old, still going.
Remember he was linked to Rangers?
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yo, that was like, that was a pipe dream, wasn't it?
It's alright though, we got you off well.
Nah, but I mean, see if Modric has still got enough left to play, and see if he's still got enough left in the tank to play for AC Milan, was he ever really considering Rangers? Or was that fake?
Oh, it was
fake news.
Fake news. Well, you know, I mean, if David Ancelotti came, there was like a 1% chance.
I think Modric at 50 could absolutely run Scottish football.
Yeah.
There's just no sign of this guy slowing down.
Not well.
Now, you think at 40 he's coming to the end of his career? I believe that Modric in the Scottish Premiership would have at least 3-4 seasons ahead of him if he wanted to.
Fucking damn right. It would just be injuries, wouldn't it? It would get to a point where it's like, do I really want to drag my career through the mud playing away at Livy?
I know, but you'd feel a lot more comfortable getting a late winner with Modric in the team rather than Aaron Rodgers. Not Aaron Rodgers. Max Aarons.
Was that a touchdown? Rangers need fucking 7 points for their goals, like.
That's what they're currently on, 7 points anyway in the league, right? Dortmund beat Athletic Club 4-1. Paris Saint-Germain beat Barcelona 2-1. That trolled me. I was waiting on Barcelona. I thought they'd scored, turned out to be PSG. So, anyway, I lost a bet as well. So everyone, you can laugh at the Fog Brothers because we can't win any bets.
Well, you won a bet on Braga beating Celtic.
Oh, 40 quid, bang, get it right up. Right, let's look at the table then. So we have 6 teams with a 100% winning record. Those teams are Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, PSG, Inter, Arsenal, and believe it or not, Karabag, who you probably wouldn't expect to be in there. But I think with this new format, obviously you need to add, right, to 6 points. But Karabag have got themselves into a position now where they should at least minimum be in the playoffs.
I'm pretty sure they beat Benfica away from home, and then they beat Copenhagen. Here, Quarabag are everything Rangers and Celtic wish they were. In the Champions League, punching above their weight, instead of in the Europa League and punching below your weight.
But do you not think with this new format, if you can win your first 2 games, you've pretty much... Although it didn't work for Hearts, did it?
No, it didn't work for Hearts, but fair play to Quarabag, and yeah. I mean, they're not just there to make up the numbers. Honestly, 6 points out of 6 at this stage is almost like a guarantee you're going to finish top 24, as long as you get one more decent result.
Yeah, I agree. We've got Dortmund and Man City rounding up the top 8 places, so they're doing alright. Then we've got Tottenham, Atleti, Newcastle, you got Club Brugge in there, who obviously smashed Rangers.
Cheers.
Right.
Who doesn't, though?
What was Club Brugge's win, that result, actually, this week? Did we cover
Beat
it?
2-1 by Atlanta.
Oh, well, there you go. Liverpool are actually in the unseeded places, as are Chelsea, Napoli, USG, Atlanta. Then we have the teams that haven't won yet. Juventus, Bodo Glimt, but they haven't lost either. We've got Leverkusen with 2 points. And then we've got the rest of the teams that are in the relegation places, with Karat.
I believe Quarabag to play Paphos. So, if they win that takes them on to 9.
I mean, someone did say Celtic lost to the worst team in Champions League history. And we were, didn't know whether that would have been true or not. I know it's only 2 games in. One of them was against Real Madrid, but Karat Almaty could be looking... They could potentially set that record.
Yeah, they could. I'm not quite sure of the fixtures. I mean, it depends. Here, if they've got games against Paphos or... I mean, yeah, I said Quarabag would, but yeah, you know what, man. They've scored a goal, give them that. I mean, that's more than what Rangers did a couple of years ago, isn't it? So.
Aye, so anyway, there's Karat Almaty, last place.
Almaty!
Right, moving in to the Europa League then. So, Thursday night, was there any games? On the Wednesday, there was not. So, Roma 0, Lille 1.
3 missed penalties.
Yeah, great, that's fantastic there. Fenerbahce 2, Nice 1, Victoria Pilsen 3, Malmo 0, 3 red cards in that game.
Nice shout on Malmo.
Right, Celtic 0, Braga 2.
We've seen it. So, we've got an explanation for the penalty. Well, not the penalty, disallowed goal. So, because the linesman ruled it offside. So, essentially...
No, you said the linesman ruled a handball.
You're right. right. So
get your facts right.
Restart. Time out.
Stevie liar.
Throw the flag there on the pitch. So the linesman ruled for a handball, which meant that VAR was actually looking to see if it didn't touch his hand, rather if it did. And because it couldn't factually prove that it didn't, then bang, Bob's your uncle. Disallowed.
I would say the fact that the video replay showed no sign of it hitting his arm, I'd say that's proof it didn't. Well, what would you say is proof? What would you... Because the video did not show any contact with the arm to me. I think Celtic have been extremely hard done by here in terms of this result.
It goes back to the clear and obvious,
but
it's a fucking mess is what it is.
Clear and obvious is a bullshit. That's... I'll die on that hill. Clear and obvious is nonsense.
No, but not ridiculous about it, right? The linesman gets one look at it, and he's allowed to judge if this goal was a handball or not, but the referee's not allowed to go look at the monitor. The guy's actually refereeing the game.
Now here, maybe if we look at a different angle, maybe, potentially it does. I don't know. But from what we did see, it certainly wasn't a handball or arm. It looks like the only part of the body that any actual controls the ball with is his head.
Yeah.
Now, if they've got a different angle available, and again, it's like, I just don't see how the linesman can make that call from where he is.
I find it crazy that...
I mean, we're looking at the replay slowed down and we can't see any connection with the arm, so I don't know what the linesman's
This
saying.
has got to be the first time in far history where the linesman has ruled a goal for a handball and they've went over it and not been able to see, like, evidence that it didn't hit it, but at the same time, did they see evidence that it did hit it? It's just like, I don't know what the fuck. It's a mess.
Either way, Braga got 2 goals. Horta with the opener. I think Schmeichel should have did better.
But
it's a decent strike, but Schmeichel should stop this.
See the linesman, right? Could he not have literally just guessed that hit his arm? Could this not set a very dangerous precedent?
Yeah, but
forward?
I think with VAR, we've seen linesmen and referees take less risks now. They're willing to almost let the play go. You very rarely see this.
So should we praise him or should we bash him or what?
No, but I think referees have been afraid to make mistakes, so they're willing to let play go and then let VAR bail them out if they didn't see anything. But this referee's actually seen something, and what he's seen didn't appear to be there. I think he's seen something that didn't exist.
Right.
And that's the handball.
Tanicki said Celtic 100% would have won the game if this goal was given.
Well, I'm going to disagree with him. I thought Braga were the better team and I thought they deserved to win.
Yep.
Now, I can't sit here and say that Braga would have won if this goal counted. But perhaps the momentum changes and the tide changes and maybe Celtic do go on to win. But I can only judge it on what happened.
You can't claim 100%.
I can only go on what happened, and I think Braga deserved their victory.
You know, if this is Braga...
Celtic had little spells where, yeah, they got on the front foot and they created chances, but overall I thought Braga were the better team. Thought Braga ended the first half much better, and I think they actually ended the second half better. Celtic had their spells, but for me, Braga were the dominant side. 13 shots to Celtic's 9. They'd more than double. They doubled the amount of shots on target compared to Celtic. So yeah,
I just think this is where
I think Braga looked more dangerous.
I just think this is where Celtic are this season.
Well, what's your thoughts?
They don't overly... I don't think Celtic play overly bad. They just don't score.
No, they don't.
It's like... It's weird. It's like you look at Rangers, it's like Rangers are so fucking bad at the back. It's unbelievable. I don't watch Celtic and look at a team, it's like, fuck, they're so bad defensively. But the amount of games where Celtic haven't scored a goal in has to be fucking a lot. I mean, how many games is it? This game, the Hibs game, the Rangers game, the 2 Karat Almaty games, and I think, is that it? 5 games?
I mean, it might be just be 5, but the amount of times they've been 0-0 at half time is insane.
Yeah, they said this was the 7th or 8th game or something. The last 8 games.
It's mental.
I mean, yeah, and then you.
How many times have we used to Celtic being 3-0 up at half time and the game's over?
Yeah,
especially domestically.
Yeah, you look at the Prague game, you look at the St Mirren game, you look at all the other games. I mean, the only real games that they've scored like multiple goals in a team against are what Partick 4. But that's Partick in the Championship. I mean, gotta hold that to a different level. He scored 2 against Aberdeen, and then he scored 3 against Livy. So
all came in the second half.
Yeah, the drop off's insane. And you know what, man? You can blame the board all you want, right? And the board need to take a lot of responsibility. But what about fucking Brendan Rodgers? How can a team, right, that was seconds away from taking Bayern Munich to extra time in the Champions League look this bad?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you know what, man? I don't think Ian Achill's looked that bad since he came in. Scored goals, been a bit of a nuisance, right? Getting in between defenders. Are Celtic really that much weaker on paper than what they were coming out of that Bayern Munich game? See that Bayern Munich game? Guess what? I'll let you know this for free. Kyogo's wasn't at the club. The only guy that's left's Kuhn.
Yeah. I think Jota was injured by then. Or?
Greg Taylor, to be fair, but some people hate it. Well, not hate it. That's a strong word, but people wanted Greg Taylor to leave. People thought he was inadequate. People didn't think he was good enough.
Yeah, I don't think people appreciate it. How good Greg Taylor actually was.
I'll say it. Don't know if I'll be the first person. Greg Taylor's better than Kieran Tierney in 2025.
I think so. I believe you. You said you would have took Greg Taylor at Rangers.
You know, I know people will turn around and say, "Oh, well, Steve Clark picks him." Steve Clark picks a lot of Diddy men, right?
Yeah.
George Hurst is not better than Shankland.
Definitely not.
Kenny McLean at this stage of his career is not better than Luke McCown.
Right.
And guys like that.
Did Braga deserve the win? Yes or no?
Yes,
right.
They did.
Well, let's move on.
But I don't think Celtic were overly bad, but it sums up where they are. There'll be a lot more games like this.
Right, Panathinaikos, as we know, lost to Rangers in the Champions League playoffs.
I don't know how many games did you just fucking skip there.
Lost again here to Go Ahead Eagles.
Aye, fair enough. Betis 1-2-0, Young Boys 1-2-0.
We had a goal for Bologna, not scored though by Lewis Ferguson, but a draw for them.
Sure, who cares?
Yeah, Porto picked up a 2-1 win. Feyenoord lost 2-0 against Aston Villa, and we had John McGinn getting the second goal for Villa. So I think he got the winner in the opening game last week, and now he's got the winner here. So, well, not the winner, well, he's added to the lead. So he's done all right there. Lyon beat Salzburg by 2-0. So big up Lyon. Tel Aviv lost to Dynamo Zagreb. Basel beating Stuttgart 2-0. Forest losing 3-2 to Michelin.
Gravy.
Chance for Ange to get sacked in the morning. Thoughts on that?
Well, we know we all know it too well, right? When chance of getting sacked in the morning begin, you're normally snookered. And somehow Ange has received those chants way before Russell Martin received them. Now, to be fair, Russell Martin had a few, weeks of pre-season and all that, but I am not surprised this has not worked out.
In the Premier...
I just don't think Ange suits a mid-table team.
Yeah, in the Premier League, I'd say fair enough, but what's his excuse for being 2-0 up against Swansea in the Cup, losing that, and then not being able to beat Michelin, who you'd have to assume that Forest are levels above, especially financially when it comes to the amount of money that they spend on players. So I can accept that maybe Ange's style shouldn't necessarily be working in the Premier League, but I don't think that's a good enough excuse for him to lose to Swansea and to lose to Michelin. So
it's not. Could it be a case of that Forest are just destined to be worse after last season? Best season in years, decades. Folks, European football for the first time in like 30 years.
Now, if we look at the stats, Forest had 22 shots to Michelin's 8, 9 on target to Michelin's 5, and they had 62% of possession. And they had 10 corners to Michelin's 8, but stats don't. The only stat that really matters is putting the ball in the back of the net, and Michelin did it once more than Forest. So
well, he's not been able to bring in his own players, I'll say that.
Another big result that I noticed here was Genk. Genk, who beat Rangers last week at Ibrox, failed at home, and they lost to Ferencváros. So this goes to show that Genk aren't a great side.
No,
but
they're not.
But Rangers made them look a great side.
What about Wank? Well, they are, right, speaking, right, Russell Martin. We're moving over to the left here, right? Storm Graz 2, Rangers 1. The guys came out, TNT interviews, other interviews, blaming it on mental health, blaming it on mentality. What's your thoughts on that? Because I've already bashed the fuck out of my channel. I can't stand it.
Pathetic, weak ass shit. See if you've got anxiety, or if you've got mental health, or you can't deal with pressure, then football's not for you, right? You see if you cannot play, or anxiety or mental health's affecting you, then you don't deserve a job at 10 grand a week. You simply don't. You're not built for the fucking pressure. Maybe you can claim benefits, or maybe you can get a job that it doesn't matter if you win or lose, or someone hold your hand. But if you're affected that much, then you should not be playing football, and you should not be earning a really good wage. You don't deserve a luxury lifestyle if you can't step up to the task and compete and perform.
Especially for Rangers. Russell Martin has brought a lot of these guys in. A lot of them are Russell Martin players. So I'm going to blame you, Martin, because you've brought guys in that are mentally weak.
No, I agree. No one wants to hear that's excuses.
No, it is excuses, man.
Winners don't come out with that shit.
No, they don't.
But you look at the greats in sports, and it doesn't matter what sport you're talking about.
Yes, but know the difference. We would be
winners. But imagine like 25 years ago, someone costing like United a game and saying to Roy Keane, "It's not my fault. I got anxiety." You think Roy Keane would have
snapped them?
You think Roy Keane would have accepted that?
But know the difference is though, right? See, like pressure and anxiety. Every single fucking human on this planet gets it to a degree, but it's how you fucking deal with it.
Yeah, but if you can't deal with it, then you shouldn't be a professional footballer. Earning 10, 15 grand a week.
At this level, this is Rangers Football Club. See, when we're signing these guys, it needs to be fucking hit into them. You need to win every week. A draw's a disaster, and a defeat's a catastrophe. But you've got Russell Martin skipping about the fucking the presser, flicking his curtains, laughing away. He's fucking laughing. When did Gerrard laugh after a defeat? Clement. Even Clement. Wait, name me the last Rangers manager that was getting beat as much as this fraud, which was no one. But name me Rangers managers that were laughing in the presser. It's mentality. It's not tactics. Oh, but so what was it against Levy? Because you were fucking shite in that game. No, it's funny, Martin. See, they didn't add on 97 minutes and only added on 94 against Levy, and it drew one each. It would have been all about mentality, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? But no, see, because we scored a shitey goal for Max Aarons. Oh, they're strong, man. They're fucking alpha males. They're nothing more but a bunch of beta males, and they're led by a fucking jabroni by the name of Russell Martin, a bunch of frauds, and Kevin Tellwell and the Schmidt deal. I'm ready to talk about it again, brother. And then what's the other guy, Patrick Stewart? He can go shove the Star Trek Enterprise up his fucking arse. I'm done. That ground needs to be emptied until he is no longer at the job. But you know what? People will rock up to the Falkirk game on Sunday, clap him away for 90 odd minutes. You can't do it, man. You can't. They need to be told. It's a disgrace what's happened. Thursday nights are shite. I used to look forward to it. It's soul destroying now. You knew you were going to get beat.
Here's a statistic for you. So Russell Martin, in his 16 competitive games for Rangers, has failed to win in 11 of them. Michael Beale had 43 competitive games for Rangers and only failed to win in 12 of them.
Well, there you go.
So
he's won away. He's won away despite so many less games.
And also, Michael Beale had a 72% win record as Rangers manager.
Give me him back. Give me the mole man back.
I believe.
I'm on the mole town.
What's he sitting at? Russell Martin. He's got 5 wins and 16.
31%, I think.
That's bogging. Fucking bogging.
I know. It's fucking like 31%. Yo, 31%.
Well, Michael Beale only drew 4 games out of 43.
Yeah.
I mean, Russell Martin's already drew 5.
Aye.
Anyway, Russell Martin, I think, has to go. Sturm Graz, defending for the first goal was bad. Defending for the second goal was atrocious.
Comical.
Actually, never know.
But it's got nothing to do with mentality. That's tactics.
I've never seen it.
Nothing.
I've never seen a goal that bad.
You can get players that are mentally weak, right? In fact, there's enough of them to go around in world football. But see that second goal. It's got nothing to do with mentality. Nothing to do with mentality, right? What that has got to do with is tactics. They are coached to be that high.
Yeah, they're just not. It's not a team full of winners.
I actually hate the guy. I cannot fucking stand him. He just spews shite. See if he blamed it on mentality, right, and things like that. But then he said at the end, but I've also got to hold my hands up, and I did this and I did that, and it's been unacceptable. But there's none of that. It's just, they did well in training. The Tellwells are great lads. Big Robbie.
A mentality issue should be for like East Stirling players who are getting pumped 6-7-0 every week back in the day. Max
Aarons came and said after the game something along the lines of, it's really hard because of what we're getting in the stands. But why are you getting in the stands, Max Aarons? Why are you getting abused? Why are you getting booed? It's not because you're playing good. It's because you're playing shite. You're a Rangers football club. So when you play for Norwich and Bournemouth, you can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You win, you draw, you lose. You get clapped off. So when you come up here, you need to win. And you're not doing that.
I miss the days of football having real men in it.
It's just full of fannies. Honestly, Yo, but see Max Aarons, right? He is acting like that. Like, say, how many games Martin played? 16, you said?
Yep.
He is acting as if Martin's won 15 and Rangers have, drew one. And, the fans are giving him dogs abuse. And it's like, oh, fuck, that's bang out of order. I can't believe they've done that. They deserve every word that's been said to them, man. Boos, come on. People pay a lot of money, take a lot of time out their day for guys that are on thousands a week just to laugh about it and joke about it and claim it a wee late goal against Livy's redemption time. No, I'm not accepting that. Guy should have his contract ripped up for that interview alone.
Doesn't deserve any compensation either, I don't think, but he'll get it. Right, league phase. You've got Dynamo sitting at top there, Midtjylland, Villa. Got 7 teams with 100% record. Some good teams in there, as you'd expect, the likes of Lyon, Aston Villa, Porto, some of the big hitters in this year's Europa League. But yeah, you mentioned that it doesn't look as strong as it did last year, and I agree with that. There's some top tier teams in the Europa League last year.
I know Man United are shite, right, and Tottenham are pretty shite, but they're two top six traditional teams.
Yeah, name value alone, they kind of look like they belong there. Yeah. Ferencváros doing alright with 4 points. Go ahead, Eagles on 15. Roma down in 16.
Flag Bilbao as well.
Genk then dropping it after that. Ludogorets, Storm Graz, Stuttgart, Basel, and both Scottish teams then currently in the elimination places. So if it ended right now, both Celtic and Rangers would be eliminated. I can kind of see that happening. We've got Forest in 25th, Bologna, Celtic then in 28th spot.
But see, this is how it's fucked. I think Celtic's next game's at home against Storm Graz, right? Which you would expect them to win. But even if Celtic win,
Rangers didn't win, so
yes, I know. But right, even if Celtic win, like I know they'll go high up because there's a lot of teams on free. But that means you're only 1 point below going out at best.
Yeah.
And if Rangers win, you're joint with that. That is why you need to get points on the board early.
Yep.
And we've looked at yo.
There's Rangers then in 32nd spot. So Celtic in 28th, Rangers in 32. Doesn't matter whether it's domestic football. Doesn't matter whether it's European football. Rangers' place is just behind Celtic.
Sad to say, folks, but it is. I mean, it's behind everyone. I tell you what, I'll say we are out. We are out of the Europa League. We are not going through.
It's not looking good.
Because we looked at Porto last game. If Rangers... See, for Rangers to have it secured, right, going into the last game, that's 5 matches where I think we need to be picking up, like, pretty much... We need to be, like, going undefeated. At bare minimum. To do that.
And I don't see that happening. Right. Europa Conference League. Big win for Palace. 2-0 over Dynamo Kiev. Lincoln Red Imps lost 5-0.
Diddy team, like.
Not too much going on there. We had... What else did we have? Any other big results? Noah actually got a win over Rijeka.
Noah's pretty good.
Maybe there's no guarantee that Aberdeen will beat Noah. Shamrock Rovers lost 4-1 against Sparta Prague. Aberdeen 3-2 defeat against Shakhtar Donetsk. I thought Aberdeen did alright, but the defending, I believe, for the Shakhtar second and third goal really poor. Just crosses into the box, headed down, and then good strikes, but just too easy.
The thing is, right?
It was balls launched into the box. Shakhtar won the header, headed it down, and then scored.
See in football, if you score 2 goals, you should be walking away with something.
Especially at home, like I think.
Anyway, you know what, fair play to Aberdeen. They scored 2 goals against Shakhtar, and I'll say this with my chest out. That's more than what Rangers and Celtic would have scored against them. So
yeah, Rako won 2-1. Larnaca beat Alkmaar, albeit they're the man advantage, but a 4-0 win is a great result there. I've noticed that the Dutch teams are struggling really badly in Europe this season.
Well, so are we. So
it's not like we're going to be overtaking Holland in the coefficient.
Shelbourne, a wee 0-0 draw there.
Yeah, so. good point for Shelbourne. And we'll see how the table looks in after one round of fixtures. You've got Sherinsky at the top, and if we go further down, Aberdeen sitting in 21st. So
Aye, stop the count, man.
At least Aberdeen get through. Not that they'll do much in the playoffs, but here, at least they would make it.
Do you not think it's a worry for Aberdeen? Just scroll up. It's like 16th is already 3 points.
Yeah. Not great, is it?
No, like I think it's all over for Aberdeen. No, you know what, man? Do you know you needed a bunch more draws there because it looks like Aberdeen won't be able to win a game until like the 4th match day, which is Noah.
Yeah, Lincoln Red Imps at the bottom, Alkmaar then sitting in 35th place. We look at the coefficient, Dundee United are still leading the way. Could they be leading the way after all the games have been played? I mean, I remember saying that Aberdeen wouldn't overtake them, and I stand by that. But here, I'm not convinced that Rangers or Celtic get past them either.
Unacceptable. I mean, look at the state. Who's the worst team in Europe this season for you?
Out of these 5?
To me, we're just staying in Glasgow for the conversation. We can put the other 3 out.
Well, I mean, Celtic haven't got a win yet.
Yeah,
but Rangers lost 9-1 in aggregate.
And I think the fact you look at like who they drew against to get into the Champions League twice, it's like You can say you are about Rangers, but would Celtic have beat Panathinaikos or Victoria Pilsen? Would they scored? Probably not. I mean, I'll accept a tie. But 5 defeats is fucking bogging.
Dundee
5
United,
in a row, man.
Dundee United won their first 2 games. Rangers, in their first 3 games, won 2 and drew 1.
And they've lost 5.
So they've lost 5 in a row now. And Hibernian, I think they picked up a win in their second game after 2 draws against Midtjylland, even though the second draw counted as a loss because they lost in extra time. So yeah, the last win, not the last win in 90 minutes, but the last win that counted as a win happened in the first tie of the second round of fixtures.
I mean, I'm getting massive.
No, that was the last time. That was the last time a Scottish club won.
Do you not think Rangers?
The second round of qualifying fixtures in the first tie. That was the last time Hibs beat Partizan in Serbia and Rangers beat Victoria Pilsen. And that we haven't had a win since. Now Hibs did have a win in 90 minutes, but because they didn't end up getting the win in extra time, that counted as a draw. So when would that have been? Let's have a quick look here. Well, that would have been the 5th of August, so Rangers beat Pilsen, and then Hibs beat Partizan on the 7th of August.
Let me get my wee hang across.
But that's the last time we picked up a win. The 7th of August. We're now into October, and we haven't seen a Scottish team register a win overall since then. That is almost 2 months. We are absolutely fucked. I think this coefficient is going to go down before it goes up.
Well, 2 things, right? One, it's deja vu. I can't believe we're wanting international football back. It's the exact same situation as a month ago, right? And the second thing, I think Rangers are the worst pot 1 team I've ever seen in my fucking puff.
Is there any chance that Steve Clarke's wins in the qualifiers can count towards the Scottish coefficient? Because that's what we need.
Maybe. But do you agree with that? Do you think Rangers are the worst pot 1 team you've seen?
Aye.
In recent memory? Because we are looking at a team that can't do anything. Pot 1.
7th of August.
No, I don't even know what pot, Storm Graz or Genk are, but they would have got us and be like, oh, we just avoided Roma. We just avoided Porto.
Yeah, I mean, it's just bogging. It is bogging.
The fucking state of it, man. It's actually disgusting.
Not to have a win since the 7th of August is really poor.
It is. Anyway, guys, that is where we are going to leave it. That's your European Review show. Will it get any worse than this?
When's the next one coming? Do you think it's coming with Celtic next week? Or whatever, whenever they play 2 weeks. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whenever they play.
I think it's the end of October. You would expect Celtic at home against Storm Graz to win.
People expect them to beat Braga, though.
I know it would be Aberdeen. Well, what I would say is, I think Aberdeen have got the most winnable game. It's just ages away.
Mm.
But it's Aberdeen. They're against Noah.
Celtic.
The Rangers beat Brandflakes. I'm not convinced.
The Celtic need to beat Storm Graz to have a chance to come through.
I think they do. Aye.
So you think a draw eliminates them?
Oh, it doesn't eliminate them, but.
And Rangers' next game.
But Rangers need to win.
That's a must win.
Yeah.
Draw no good enough.
No, because the next game's Roma.
Bran away or at home?
It's away.
Will Russell Martin be away by then?
No.
Anyway, guys, there you go. Disaster. Scottish football. Never been worse. And it's crazy because we started... I remember the start of this journey. It was great.
No, but not the thing is, I actually... this is going to sound hypocritical. I think the league, on paper, actually looks as strong as it's been in a couple of years. I think Hearts look good. Hibs look good. Dundee United, they look good. Rangers, I think, actually have got a decent squad. Celtic, yeah, they haven't strengthened, but on paper they're still the best team in the league. Aberdeen have signed well. How the fuck is it so bad?
Yeah, it's shite.
Motherwell actually playing good football. Kelly haven't really took a step backwards under Kettlewell, right? Livy, or what Livy are. I don't think the league is actually that bad.
Yeah, but let's be honest.
When it comes to Europe, we've just...
I called this. I knew Aberdeen were going to be a waste in Europe. I knew they were going to amount to nothing.
Yeah, but I didn't think it would be this bad.
So
they haven't done that bad in Europe. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Right, well. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's it. Depressed. Simply depressed. Till next time. Peace.